here's a bunch of the things that I'm going to be working on, or have worked on, similar to what we're going to be doing tonight. You can see, got some, see, going that way, some Hana mask, samurai mask up and down here. You can see, there we go, samurai mask. We got, what do we got there? We got a Hana mask. We got a Namakubi, so we got all types of stuff here. We got a Buddha in the center from an old ukiyo-e picture right there. Up there we got, what do we got? Trying to move this camera the right way. Yeah, there's more up there. Anyway, so we have a few, there we go, all over the place with this camera here. Sorry about that. So yes, you can see definitely a few different woodburns I've done in the past. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to take you guys to the other side of the room here. We're going to get started down here on a Tengu tonight. So Tengu is what we are working on. So again, what I like to do is usually I'll get like a tattoo type book, tattoo flash book. We got one here by Hori Muja. We got a Tengu right in here. Here's a cover of it, Hana by Hori Muja. You got Tengu here for a reference. What we do is take this, make a stencil. Already got the stencil pre-made right here of that Tengu. So what I'm going to be doing is use this Woodburn tool right on here, and we're just going to be filling it in, make a nice cool Tengu Woodburn tonight. So that's what I would be doing anyway, so I figured I'd throw on the recording here. Enjoy if you guys want to see how I make these things, and if you're interested in purchasing any or picking one up, make sure you go to Shotokan Designs at Etsy. So if I'm on Etsy there, Shotokan Designs, spelled the way the title of this video says right there. So Shotokan Designs on Etsy, you'll be able to see all these types of designs. I got a Tengu that we're going to get started on right now. So again, I'm going to have it right here. Tool should be all heated by now, hopefully, so that we can get started right away. Leave that there for a reference. Make sure we can see what's going on right here. There we go. That's not a bad angle. And get started. There we go. So I'll just be working on this for a while. Hopefully you guys enjoy. You can see the end product at the very end. So I'm going to be concentrating for a bit. I'll be looking up at the camera every once in a while, but mainly trying to focus on here. Make sure I don't mess anything up. Again, with working with a wood burning tool and wood, one slip up is there's not much you can do about fixing it unless you try to make it part of the picture. So again, just really trying to concentrate, filling in here. Really just filling in these here, starting with the hat for this Tengu. So again, being a martial art instructor, I've always been very interested in Japanese and other related cultures and art. So Tengu's here, very prominent in Japanese mythology and with martial arts actually. A few different martial art styles have like mythical foundings, that way they were supposedly founded by a Tengu. Also, if you ever read the book Demon Sermon, it's all about a Tengu imparting knowledge on a swordsman, and so definitely heavily ingrained in martial arts. That's why I decided to start with a Tengu for you guys tonight. Very involved with the martial arts with these Tengus here. So they're pretty cool creatures. And move it from here to here. You'll see all types of different Japanese art. If you go to my page again, Shotokan Designs on Etsy, you'll see all types of guys from Japanese mythology. Hana, Oni, some Kappa, a few other ones. I think that's some of the Shinto deities, the Mataratsu, a few of those there. Lots of Buddhas. Fudo Mu, very big in certain sects of Buddhism. I think Tendai, possibly Tendai, very focuses on Fudo Mu, not entirely sure. Move around the rim here. Hopefully this one comes out good. First time going live while doing a woodburn, so usually just be doing these late at night on my own. Figured, why not? Let's throw in the camera. Maybe someone out there might like what I'm doing here. And if not, well, oh well, I was going to be doing anyway. There we go. Yeah, and if you were tuning in the early, I apologize for the shakiness of the camera. I was trying to get some shots of some of my other Woodburns, and it did not turn out like I had hoped, but that's all right. So I'm just going to keep on working on this guy. Always turn the wood. Get the right angle on these things. And again, I have the original image here for reference. Got to look up at that every once in a while to make sure I'm on the right track with this thing. Alright. You can see the hat coming along here. And you can get different shades. I like to go dark with the outline. If you put less pressure on this thing, you'll get some lighter. You'll see some shading later that we'll do. Right now, we're just trying to really just get this outline going. There we go. Let's move in the wood different directions. Going over some spots. Really trying to get this clean lines here. There we go. Gotta keep on working here. Let's see, get some of these cool little design things in. Have that fine detail as best I can. Now let's see, what are we gonna add right here? Add some of my own little just variations just to fill in some space here. There we go. Let's see, what am I doing here? Good. You're just really concentrating right around here. Just fill in that black spot right there. That was supposed to be dark, so I don't get it mixed in with the rest of it. There we go. And add. There we go. There we go. And add some more over this way. Moving right along here, some extra details, and it'll all come together in the complete picture once it's done, hopefully, or ideally. For those who are tuning in, I apologize for my infrequent communication, just trying to really focus on these lines here. I guess that part there would be blackened a bit. There we go. There we go, some extra detail there. Now we can start filling in the hat. I can show you how the hat is coming along once I finish shading in some of these larger spots. And then we can get into some more details in the rest of them, the outline of the head, etc. This is the relaxing part, just shading things in. You can really start seeing the hat come together here. Really want to fill in that color for some nice dark spots. Plus you want to see some of the texture of the wood. There we go. A little bit of a nothing piece there. There we go. I like this one piece of wood here that I got. It has nice little, if you look really carefully at it, different kind of swirls in the wood. That's the nice thing about working with wood. Sometimes there's already designs in it. You just kind of add on top of it, and just that background really enhances whatever you're putting on it. And shade it in. And again, it's not so much tedious, it's just it's a process, it takes some time, but it's worth it. You don't want to rush this, go outside the lines, it just ruins all that hard work you put in. Really just shade in here. So I'm always looking for new ideas too for Woodburns. If anybody, especially Japanese mythology, Japanese art, anything in particular you guys want to see me try to find an image to Woodburn, I'm always open to suggestions. Feel free to leave some input of other types of images, again, particularly Japanese mythology images that you guys would like to see Woodburn on here. Alright, so since some of the hat next here, I'm going to add some of this piece here so that I can shade in more accurately. So that's nice brushes. It makes like a little, almost like a pom-pom almost. I'm not really sure exactly. It's part of his hat. Alright, just move this tool a bit here. There we go. We get caught. Now we can keep on going. So this pom-pom piece is going right here. Nice little lines we're doing. And just there we go. We'll go back to that in a moment. I want to make sure I got that so I can start finishing filling in the hat here without interfering in that piece. There we go. You can see it's quite the process. We're only at the hat right now. We're still not done with that hat. Still got a little bit to go with it even. Still a full face to get to. There we go. It's coming out so far like this. And then let's see, we have the hat there, but then we got his hair. Starts to flow into the hat, so we gotta make sure we start doing that. Otherwise, it's going to not look right. Let's go. Some nice darker strands. Need dark strands of hair to counteract these light pieces for that pom-pom thing. So I need to darken up around it so that they don't blend together too much. And there we go. Making like little streaks here. And that wavy hair tucks behind the ear up to that hat line. Keep going. You work around the wood. Good, good, good. Let's get this rope part done of this as well. There you go. It's part of his hat. That string's holding it on his head apparently. There we go. And just start flowing the hairlines into the hat. Making this wavy. So these lines here, just putting pressure on. Now I gotta lighten them a bit here again so that when it goes up into the hat there, they don't blend in with the hat. So we got that. Start darkening around that. We gotta differentiate the color, put a little bit more pressure in this black part here so that now we can see the difference between there the hat is and where the hair is and where that pom-pom is. So we got like 3 different things here. We gotta make sure they don't morph together and ruin our image here. And these are all thoughts that go through my own head when I'm trying to woodburn all the time. And these are just me vocalizing them so you can kind of see all the things that arise when you're woodburning. It's like, oh no, thought it'd be so simple, but no, it is not. You got to change the pressure, texture of the design so that things don't blend in. And since I made that dark there, I want to make this side a little bit darker, even just kind of faded into the dark so we can see that it's part of the same piece there. So I want to make this a little bit darker on this side now to match the darkness I did over there. There we go. Coming out all right, I think. And we're gonna add some more swooshes for that hair there. That seems to tuck around and gets wavy, and it's pretty wild that way, it looks like. There we go. All right. Let's get this finished for this part of the hat here. There we go. Let's see. And now we gotta do this part of the hat up here. Shading in once again. Just really filling in the details here to get this hat done. Again, just turning the wood, trying not to mess up because again, as you can see, it's very detail orientated. So one slip up after all that concentration, everything just would fall apart. Or then we just go over and darken it if I have to. It's looking like it's coming out all right now though. We'll add some more detail pieces later to fill it in. Yeah, similar concept to tattooing in a way. In the sense that, again, I like to get the tattoo flash books. Friends with some tattoo artists on Instagram who let me use their images every once in a while. But same type of concept. If you make a stencil, just like you would when you would tattoo artists put like the outline on the body. Same thing here, you just do it to the wood. Except instead of a tattoo gun, use a Woodburn tool. And just go right into it. But a similar concept in making a design to follow along to. There we go. Coming along. Alright guys, so far we have that for the hat. Got a little bit more to go, well, decent more to go, but again, that was probably the most detail-oriented spot that we're going to be working on. A lot going on there. Now, we're going to work on more of the facial features and go from there. So, let's go with, let's move down, we'll add more of the details of the other side of the hair later. Let's go with this hat rope, let's continue that down. Ear here. And again, because it's already done for you, there's no real right or wrong place to be starting on. It's really a matter of preference. I'm just going wherever right now. And on the eyebrows. There we go. I like to get it in one single motion, but sometimes it comes out a little spotty. Let's look back over it nice and easy. It to be as smooth as possible. You don't want constant stops and poking holes in it. It doesn't look very good in the end if you do it that way. Around the eyes. Let's get his cheek going. I will darken this part of the eye right here. Have it under it. And there we go. We got the eye coming out there. Now let's go down to the other side. There we go. Moving along. There we go. the eye that way. Under here. And more out the eye there. We'll shade in this part here. All right, that's the eyeball. All right, coming up. Not too bad, not too bad. Not perfect, but it's all right, I suppose. All right. Start on the outline of the nose, the signature piece of the Tengu with their elongated noses. I personally prefer the ones like this with the long nose. Sometimes you'll see other variations where they have more bird-like features, like a beak. Those are the lesser Tengu. And really want to be careful with this nose here. This is the main piece of the Tengu. If that goes wrong, the whole thing will fall apart. And that's not good. The part you have to worry about when working with wood is when the texture changes. You never know. You hit a knot, you hit a different piece of wood, and bam, your tool just does something different. Little things here, but it just doesn't look too bad. Just kind of darken that area a bit. Go over the side a little bit more, maybe. There we go. All right, we'll work on that a little bit. Getting some different texture spots right now, but we're making it work. I feel like Bob Ross right now. Just got to go with the flow. Happy mistakes. Not even that much. Here's what we got so far, guys. If you guys are following along, it's coming out all right. We'll add some more details in a bit. I'm going to keep on going. Let's see. Let's go from here. Usually I play some music or something when I do this, but one, you probably, I mean, I'm not saying much anyway. I was going to say you can't hear me, but I'm sure you could still hear me. But two, I am not sure what the regulations are on Twitch here yet. If you can just play music in the background without copyright permission. Not really sure what those rules are. So I should probably look those up. Moving from here to here, let's thicken this part. Oh, I'll just add some shading later. I'll show you how I do that in a bit. get into the mouth with some cool teeth. Moving around. Hopefully, if anybody is still watching, you're enjoying what's going on here. It's kind of cool, sucks you in sometimes. It's like, oh, I wonder how this is going to come out. However, it does take a good while, so I am sorry if it is a bit boring to watch the whole thing, but actually doing it is nice. Let's see, get these teeth finished here. This cool fang done. There we go. Now I'll start filling in the rest of the mouth. Jerk. And some different pieces of the wood. The harder some pieces are, the more you have to press. Otherwise, it comes out a lot lighter. Still can give it a cool color though. There we go. It's coming out okay. I want to be careful again around this nose, not to go over any of the lines here and ruin everything. Alright, coming out pretty cool. Alright, there's the mouth so far. It's coming out alright, I think. Let's see what we got next. Let's loop this around. There's extra details. There we go. See what we're going to do next is add these, additional eyebrows. We got these little details up here, and then we got some fuzzy eyebrows going out this way. So let's start doing that. I like these little detail parts, they're fun. There we go. Let's see, and this side, same thing. It looks like something similar. Spreading those out a bit, and the wood is different on this side. Again, like I said, you never know what you're going to hit when you just start going at it. All right, that's all right. Now, this pom-pom thing. It's all right, I guess. Gonna add some details inside of this pom-pom thing now to differentiate it from the rest of it. Looks like we've got some dots in the picture, so we're just going to put some pressure on it and some dot, dot. Bam. Now you can kind of see the pom-pom there. Not forget this piece of the head. So I'm doing the pom-pom over here. Again, with those dots. So just the pom-pom. Let's start getting some of this. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do these beads first to make sure that we don't forget about them. It's got some beads around them. And we can fade out behind into nothing else that way. Beads again and down here. Yeah, that's good. And it's not exactly like the picture, but I'm going to change it slightly again because of the surface we're working on. You got to go with the shape of the wood. Alright, and we'll go back to those in a bit. Let's continue here with the hair all swooshing and wavy. I'm making just one continuous line, wavy hair, swirl it out. It drops down a bit that way. And again, I want to start darkening it a little bit, I guess, to differentiate it from this pom-pom thing, which is very hard to try to not have it blend with the hair. I guess I could start doing it like that. That kind of works. There we go. There. All right. Just give it some space with some just plain color wood around it. All right, and here we go. It starts flowing up over this way. It looks like the hair goes up here. Looks like it flows down a bit for a little longer, and then it stops. Let's get it smaller and smaller. There we go. Hair's flowing out that way. Hair's flowing up here. Let's get this up here. Right into the side. It's right in from that spot there. Alright, it's looking alright. So we got that. So far, here's how he's coming out. There we go. I gotta get used to figuring out this camera placement. Let's get the ear done over here. Now let's go on the edge of the wood to complete the texture. we go. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing any details back over this way. There we go. And now we can go light around the eyebrows there, nice and easy. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a little bit lighter than the rest of it, so I'm trying you don't keep the tool on it as long. There we go. Details around the eyes there. Let's see what else we got to do to this eye. Might add some little details to the teeth. Nice little brush strokes. There we go. And add some details to the nose here. Some real quick, just like swooshes. Same thing with the inside part. Not be able to see it on the camera, adds like a nice little shading around. There we go. There we go. Very good. Gonna do the same down here. These little strokes add some nice little details to make it pop a bit. Now is when it starts to come together. There we go. Here we got them so far. All the details are starting to come. Let's see. And what to do next? Yeah, let's have some more this way. There we go. I blended that side pretty good. Let's blend this side. There we go. Around the eyes, we added a little bit of extra. And we're going to keep on moving. let's see. We got some shading here up around these eyebrow things that are not eyebrows because he has eyebrows off to the side, but we're just going to add some extra pop to them. Slightly kind of just shadow them. There we go. All right, coming out okay. And what are we going to do next? Add some more shading to the ear here, maybe. All right. Now that the majority of that part is done there, this hat up here, I want some more details in here. I'm just going to throw some dots all around up in it. So I'm just pop, 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 put some extra space. Fillers up in there. Just fills in any extra space that was just a little too plain. There we go. Now that hat looks a little bit more full. And actually, just real quick, those white lines we left. There we go. There we go. Now he's starting to look a little fuller. Now that we got that out the way, let's see. Let's get into these cloud swooshes that are above him now. And again, we don't want to confuse it with the hairlines either, so we got to be extra careful. So now we're just going to take some designs here and change some waves. There we go, some swooshes there, swooshes here. Again, trying to keep it away from the hair and keep them a little bit lighter so that they don't blend in. There we go. Now back to these beads. Looks like there's some dots in those too. Let's make these pretty full here. And changing up the texture pattern so that things don't blend together is very important. You want to know that those are beads and not part of the clouds or something else. add more swooshes. And then more beads. Let's give it that wavy hair-like end of it here. The tassel. There we go. Coming along here, almost done. Add some more dots here. There we go. Let's do the same thing with this one here. Not even sure how long this has been going on for. I've just been having a nice time here, putting it out, putting it together. Getting tired though, it is getting a little late. Gonna be finishing up here shortly. So just moving along, adding up the final details, finishing up. Add some more cloud swooshes. Some extra hair behind the ear here. Fade out that way. Perfect. There we go. Add some extra lines there. We'll add some more cloud swirly things here. Hopefully you all enjoy my technical terms here with all these swirls and other whatever I want to call them at the time. All right, almost done, guys. All right, guys. I'd say we're pretty much at a finished product. So after all that time, we end up with this guy here, a Tengu. So hopefully you enjoyed watching this. And if you like this type of art, again, go to my Etsy, Shotokan Designs. I have a bunch of ones just like this one and this one. If you want this particular one, send me a message. I'll finalize. I usually put a glaze coat on it. Get it all finalized, I'll send it out to you. So again, shoot me a message if you like this one or any of the other ones. Again, if you go to Etsy, Shotokan Design, spelled the way of the title of this video, you'll be able to find a bunch more just like this guy here. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. I will be putting out more and better videos in this one in the future. Again, I apologize for the shaky start. I'll get you a better shot of all the ones I've done. I'll do a whole nice grand tour. Got a ton of them. I do craft shows every once in a while. And so anything that doesn't sell, which is the majority of them, I need to get some better craft shows, better events. So I end up just keeping a good amount of them, but I enjoy doing this. It's a good time. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys have a good night, and I'll have more martial art videos, and philosophy discussion videos to come. Good night. Us.